Greetings and welcome to Teaching Tips and Thoughts. This time I am going to talk about how I've used YouTube playlists and Google Drive folders and linked to them within D2L to try to make the class a little bit more efficient for me for updating and for my students as well. So why would I want to do this? Why use a playlist on YouTube instead of just linking to individual videos? Well, the playlist can be updated on YouTube if I need to make changes, and then they automatically tie back into my class. I don't need to link to individual videos, which may change. If I need to update a video, then I would need to change the links within each of my classes. A similar thing that I use with Google Drive folders. Now you know that you can link to a Google Drive file within D2L, but you can also link directly to an entire folder. So I could have a folder with several things in it, and then I have that as a convenience. When I want to upload the files, I just have to fix them in Google Drive. The link is already there. They are already uploaded into D2L directly. And they are immediately, if I need to make a change, if I find an issue, they are immediately fixed in all of my classes. So if I use a file across multiple classes, they are fixed automatically in there. Now, when you use Google Drive within D2L, if you use that, it will only link to an individual file. What you need to do is to use the URL to link directly to a folder. And I'll show an example of that in a little bit. So let's take a look first of all at the YouTube playlist. So if we want to create a playlist, here's an example of one that I used here for one of my lessons. And there's a playlist with a number of videos in it. And the nice thing is that I can rearrange these. So if I want to update a lecture, or I can delete out a video that I no longer want on there. So if I know that this one has changed, we've learned something new about cosmic rays, and I've recorded it, I can simply delete that file from the YouTube playlist and it will no longer show up for the students. And then I could upload a new folder, could be uploaded in there, and a new file recorded, and it's automatically changed for the students. So the advantage is that it's updated on YouTube, and I don't have to do anything else in D2L itself. So let's go ahead and take a look at how you could do this. First of all, what you'd want to do is to get the playlist on YouTube. So here's an example of one of the playlists that I have. If I needed to rearrange things, if I wanted it in a different order, I could just pull them around. That's now changed in D2L automatically. If I put it back, if I need to delete a file, I can go over and I can simply remove it from the playlist and get rid of it. So if I wanted to add a new file, I can also add new files. There are ways to add videos. So I can go and add videos and put a new video within here if I have a new thing that ties into this lesson. So once I do that, then all I have to do is, so we go back to all of my playlists here. And if we want one, all we have to do is select which one we want to do and copy link. And now I have the link to that playlist is copied directly, and I can go into D2L. So let's switch into D2L here. And let's just say I want to add that link. Well, I just do a new and create a link, put in the URL that I just paste that in there. Title is new playlist. And leave it as open as external. If not, it's going to give issues, and create. And I have now added that into that lesson. There's now a new link in that lesson as a new playlist that can be played. So the students could then go access that, and there is new playlist. All they have to do is click on that, and it will automatically go directly to that playlist and start playing the first video. So it works really well that way. Now we can do similar things with the Google Drive folders. So let's take a look at those. For Google Drive folders, for example, what I've made up is a folder that is simply titled D2L class files. What does that do? Well, when I open that file, so what I do is I go ahead and open that file right here that says D2L class files. And that now has all of the information that I need here. So if I want to link to a folder directly, let's say for a discussion, I have my discussions all set up and organized here, and I have a folder with multiple discussion prompts for lesson 1. So what the student might have is 3 different options that they may want to select from. Instead of loading those directly in D2L, all I have to do is go in here, copy the link. And then I could go back into my D2L shell. So let's go back to that content that we were looking at. And now I want to add another new link. So new link, create a link. And again, this is going to be a Google Drive folder. And I put in that URL for that folder and create that. And now when the students look at it, they have a link for a Google Drive folder. If they click on that link, then they have access to their 3 discussion prompts. Well, why? Now I can change them. If I want to add or change one of those discussion prompts, I simply have to go change the file there, and it's automatically changed within the classes. And I may be teaching several sections. It can be changed within all of them at once. Maybe I want to add them a 4th option. Maybe I want to delete one of the options for a specific semester. Maybe there's something that ties in just for this semester because of current events. So I want to tie that in specifically to this class. So I can do that. I could put it in for a semester, then I can pull it out when the semester is over and it's done. I don't have to upload it to the specific class. It's there automatically. The key thing you have to worry about here is to make sure that the folder that you're doing is shared within Google Drive already. You have to share it openly so that people can access it. Otherwise, when you try to link to it, students are going to get that they're going to have to request access, and that could be a nightmare. So you've got to make sure that within Google Drive here that you've gone back to your folders and you've gone ahead and in this case, for my discussions, in this case, D2L class files is a shared folder. So everything there has been shared. When I go to my drive and scroll to the D2L class files, you can see there that it is a shared folder with the little person on it there. That again makes sure that they can already access that file. If I tried to share something out of my documents folder the way I showed, it would not work. You'd get a request that people are constantly requesting access to it. So you have to make sure it's shared within Drive first. But once you do, you can just do that folder link directly and share that with students. So really, I feel that this helps, that the advantages again are that new files are added to the folder. The students can automatically access them within D2L. If I need to edit a file, the changes in D2L are automatic. I don't have to worry. I notice an issue after the start of the semester. I don't have to go back in and edit everything for several different classes. I can make one change and it goes automatically into all of my classes. So that concludes this discussion on using YouTube playlists and Google Drive folders within D2L. We'll be back again for another teaching tip and thought. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you next time.